is up, guys? Poledoo here. Welcome back to some more Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Last time we did the Bridge of Murden map. Enjoyable map. Some differences here in the Blue Lions run as opposed to the Golden Deer run. But the main, most important thing is our mans has returned. He is back in our arms. It's time to get a new chapter started. I'm so excited. I'm so happy he's here.
Part 2. Azure Moon. Great Tree Moon. Blood of the Eagle and Lion. Now in control of the Great Bridge of Murden, the Kingdom Army begins to invade Imperial territory. In response, the Imperial Army garrisons soldiers at Fort Merceus.
Okay, oh, popping into, yes, absolutely, we're gonna go for a visit. Come here.
Here for the flowers again?
Yeah, sure, the flowers.
I see. I have two things to say. First, I thank you for supporting His Highness in my absence, but I must also admonish you for taking your own well-being too lightly. On several occasions, I have seen you protect others by putting yourself in harm's way. I am grateful for your efforts, but I feel you should place a higher value on your own life. His Highness relies on you, as do I.
You need not worry.
Then show that with your actions. We cannot afford to lose an invaluable asset like you. And this greenhouse would be a more lonely place without you in it. It would not be fair to the flowers to leave me their only caretaker.
Yeah, the flowers, of course, the flowers.
Someday, I hope to show you a whole landscape of these flowers in full bloom.
You mean Dusker?
Yes. Once this conflict is over, and His Highness ascends the throne, I believe it can be done. You must live at least until then. Understood?
Same to you.
That's true enough. I had not thought much of my own life until now, except that I would gladly cast it aside for His Highness. That is still true. But now I desire to see the end of this war. Until I can show you the fields of Dusker and bloom, I will go on living.
I'm so happy to see all his supports. This is probably what we're gonna be doing today. The backlog of supports now that he's finally here. All right.
We have received a report from our spy. It would seem the Empire is gathering troops at Fort Merceus. This is undoubtedly in response to us taking the Great Bridge of Murden. Their numbers are more than double ours. We believe that the Emperor herself may be leading them. If House Regan can reconcile with House Gloucester sooner than later, then Claude can proceed with his plan to rally the Alliance Lords, gather troops, and invade Empire territory.
I was wondering how they were gonna rope Claude into joining the Gronder field battle on this path. I see. Because, like, it's super out of the way and not important whatsoever.
At this rate, 3 military forces will be clashing at Gronder Field.
Just like 5 years ago.
If you wish to indulge in nostalgia, do it elsewhere.
Alright, shit.
I'm afraid the difference in military strength is far from negligible. While we are elite soldiers, I am still uneasy about this.
If possible, I'd like to request reinforcements right away. If we can rely on any of the major kingdom houses for military support, it would be House Karen, I'd wager.
Why them?
House Karen has yet to declare fealty to the Empire.
It is also my home. I will make the request to my father. With things as they are, I don't think he can refuse. The Church has long protected me. I am certain that any request from the Church will be answered to the utmost of their ability.
Very well.
Okay.
We're counting on you, Catherine.
I suppose that is all we can do for now.
So it would seem. Though if there are any other avenues worth exploring, I would suggest...
Allying with the Alliance?
Ah, good point. We have no reason to engage the Alliance directly.
Even if we do receive Count Karen's aid, we still won't have the troops we need to face the Empire.
But if we join forces with the Alliance, then our numbers will rival the Empire's.
Let's join forces then.
Agreed. It's about the only thing we can do. For now, let's send a messenger and try to figure out what the Alliance hopes to achieve.
It's hard to believe this decisive battle will take place at Granda Field. I imagine that place is full of memories for all of you.
We won the Battle of the Eagle and Lion back in the day. It seems like a lifetime ago.
I can't help but remember, even though I wish I didn't.
Our feast after the battle. I remember it well. We all had so much fun together.
No! Please, stop it. I had finally put all of that out of my mind. This isn't right. They're our friends. We used to study together. We shouldn't be fighting them.
Why not march up to Her Majesty in a reminder of that? Oh, that's right. Because you want to live to see tomorrow.
No matter who the enemy is, I will fight for His Highness.
Tell me, Boar Prince, do we stand a chance?
Who knows?
If we lose, we'll have died for you. I hope you know that.
That's enough, Felix. We must focus on the battle ahead.
Make your peace before we depart. It's kill or be killed out there. We will cross blades with the Empire, but it's possible we will also have to strike down the Alliance.
Your Highness, do you feel no hesitation about killing your former friends?
I'm used to killing familiar faces by now.
I mean, fair enough, I suppose. Oh, no paralogs yet, okay. So we're gonna have mostly a chill month, it seems. Okay. Does Dimitri... No, Dimitri still won't support us. Okay. I was wondering if Deddu's return would bring it all. But all of Deddu... Flane, we need to get... Gilbert, okay. This one takes some time, okay. I think, instead of doing all of them right now, I think I'm gonna try and get Flanes, and then we're just gonna run all of them at the same time. Flane and Gilbert C. Yeah, we'll do all of them at the same time at the end of this episode. Oh, so happy. All right, certifications, Felix. Oh, it's so nice to see you in here again. Felix, can you pass Dark Knight this time? Please? Oh, we're out of Master Seals. Okay, well, we did just get Lauren's. He had one in his inventory. Did he come with it? Or did I still need to steal it? Nope. And he's a soldier? Level 17 still? That's weird. Considering how he was, so he like regressed. Huh. Okay. Well, oh, I can't. I have to buy Master Seals from Anna. These ones haven't, or I guess don't restock. All right, whatever. So we can't try for a certification this week. We're gonna wait till the 12th. But exploration time.
The Battle of the Eagle and Lion. Has it truly been 5 years since then? Can you recall whether it was before or after I joined your class, Professor? That is not at all the case, Professor. Your memory serves you poorly. It was shortly after I joined your class. I remember it like it was yesterday.
The Great Bridge of Murden was considerably better fortified than it was 5 years ago. The bridge was full of soldiers, and they all died. And Ferdy was there. We killed Ferdy, Professor. He used to be our friend. Do you remember those days?
I can hardly believe we're crossing the borders of the Empire to battle their army. I never thought I'd see the day. You'd never guess from the calm looks on everyone's faces, though. I mean, we're probably all gonna die, let's be honest. His Highness, Lord Rodrigue, you? There's really something wrong with a lot of you, I swear.
Reconnaissance is becoming more of a risk the deeper we move into enemy territory. If I don't come back, assume I'm dead.
I'm glad you think so highly of me, but we have to be realistic. Don't waste your energy worrying about me.
Yeah. You know, war really is terrible. People die, food becomes scarce. Weapons and rations start selling like hotcakes. Nobles start begging for loans. I didn't mean for that to sound so cold, really. Anyway, where are we off to this time? I hope it's the Alliance.
So, Claude and my father have made peace. That is to be expected. They both prioritize their own interests above all else. So long as those interests are in alignment, they will continue to cooperate. And based on that reasoning, one might infer that the Alliance should be also willing to work with the Kingdom's military. I highly doubt Claude would refuse to assist us if we were to ask.
Word just reached me that the Empire has stationed soldiers in Fort Merceus. If they decide to dig in their heels and defend the fort, we'll be in a difficult situation. I hear it's an impregnable keep, surrounded by high ramparts. Taking it would not be easy.
Edelgard's presence suggests that Hubert is around too. He is Minister of the Imperial Household, after all. He's been around Edelgard since they were children. I suppose he must be pretty happy with his current position.
What of when undertaking research? The usual method is to form a hypothesis, then test it with experiments. Those experiments reveal facts and falsehoods, yet sometimes they also unveil an exception. You seem to be that exception when it comes to my crest research. Worry not, Professor. Exceptions are what make my work interesting. Why don't the rules apply to you? I will find out eventually. I feel it is my destiny as a Crest Scholar.
So, we're finally moving into enemy territory. We can expect the war to get even more intense from here on out. I'm really feeling the tension now. I have almost no experience with battles of this scale, Professor. I'll be grateful for your leadership on the battlefield. I know I can trust you.
I once saw the prince patting the head of an orphan from the monastery. Does this mean even that cruel man has some empathy in his heart? Was it just a random whim? Maybe my eyes just tricked me.
As powerful as our knights are, we're outnumbered by a long shot. This won't be easy. It's crazy to attempt this. I guess I'm crazy to go along with it.
After we cross the Great Bridge of Murden, we'll be in my father's territory. We actually crossed it 5 years ago for the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. Remember? Oh, this is terrifying. What am I gonna do? I gotta get a grip. You think we'll meet him on the battlefield and he'll kill me? The front lines cover a long stretch of land, you know. We might not even run into him.
Say we do manage to take down Edelgard here. What do you think His Highness will do next? As long as there's a plan, I won't complain. I just, you know, want to know there is a plan. Well, I'd be happy if that were the case, but I don't figure that'll actually happen. All this isn't just gonna magically end the moment we kill Edelgard. It's gone too far. I suppose we should focus on the battle right in front of us, instead of what happens later.
Each time we press forward, our search for Rhea broadens to a wider area. I certainly hope we will find at least some clue. But I do suspect I already know where she is. If I'm right, and she is in the Imperial capital, then we cannot save her until we topple the Empire.
I hear the next battle could be a big one. Is that true? I miss the old days when if someone got hurt, we'd rush them to the infirmary and make them well. But on the battlefield, there's not enough time to help. People die. Professor, don't be one of those.
The thought of fighting people who were once our friends, it makes my heart heavy. If it was gonna come to this, maybe I should have avoided making friends with people from the Empire and the Alliance to begin with. I just don't know, Professor. I'm having a hard time with it. It did often seem strange to me at the Academy that we were studying with all these people from all over the world. But I feel like I've finally started to understand the real reason behind it. The more you get to know people from other places, the harder you'll try to avoid fighting wars with them.
If we defeat the Imperial army at Gronder Field, what will our next objective be? I guess we won't have much choice but to try to take Fort Merceus, on the far side of Gronder Field. It's probably too soon for us to be thinking about that, isn't it? The battle just ahead of us is far from certain.
So, we're finally going to set foot in the Empire. I'm starting to get a little nervous. We already fought Ferdinand at the Great Bridge of Murden, but I guess there's a good chance we'll be fighting more old friends from here on out.
Catherine will surely be able to convince Count Karen. All that remains is to wait for a response from the Alliance side. For now, there are preparations to be made for the coming battle.
Yet another grand battle awaits. Many will lose their lives. I am well aware. This is war, after all, even considering those we are up against. Friends from a time now past. I won't hold back.
Thank you for bringing me here. I've been given permission to take part in this next mission, too. I'll finally be able to avenge my brother. I swear. I'll take down that monster. The situation in the Alliance has changed so much, but I haven't heard a word from my adoptive father. Do you think he's forgotten about me? I'm not overly concerned about him. I'd actually be happier if he really did forget about me. Everything would be so much easier.
You have my sincerest gratitude. Circumstances and my wounds have prevented me from being by His Highness's side these 5 years. I am grateful that you have found him for me. I am once again in your debt.
I can finally kill her. Finally, I can avenge them.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. I hear we're sending troops to Gronder Field next. Is that what's what? That whole area is in the territory of House Burgleys. It's famous as the main granary of Fódlan. If we could capture it, we probably wouldn't have to worry about food anymore. Bread for all.
Need something? This one? You're all set.
You fought well.
It's starting to feel like a part of me.
Very well, then. I'll make good use of this power.
Okay, so, time for failing certifications again. I've just saved. We're gonna see if we can pass Dark Mage on you. Nope. Time to reset. Okay, Felix. Dark Knight. Please.
I suppose.
What do you not have? What is... It's the writing, but... Come on, man. Mercedes... Oh, she actually did end up passing Gremory. Forgot about that. Okay, I think it was just Felix and... Cyril. Oh wait, Lauren's... For support's sake... Still... Okay, he's not level 20. I think if he hit level 20, he would be able to go Wyvern. Kind of. He would be able to try for it. Okay. Well. I suppose it's time to hit the maps. Okay. Let's see what we got. There's an exclamation mark. Battle on the ruins. Rout the bandits in the chapel outskirts. Rare enemies. Okay, and then this is just sealed forest. Maybe this will be one of the missing regalia. That would be nice. Nope, just another silver axe.
This should be suitable.
I'm finding my focus.
Easy.
I'll do what I must.
I see how this works.
It's all instinct now.
Looks like I'm getting it.
Yeah, I understand now.
Is this what success feels like?
This one is also a rusted lance. Okay then. Finally. Okay. I've been searching for this forever. Here we go. A map to do together. The last of the DLC auxiliary maps. It popped up at the start of the time skip and has only now popped up again. I'm waiting for it so we could do it together for the first time. Okay, Conan Tower. Wow, that's a lot. Okay, so all of this is empty space. That's a lot packed in to, I mean, kind of a small space? I do like that we start in the middle though, instead of where you do in the story. All right, but depending on how I decided to edit things, this is like the 21st or whatever. It's the last free day of the month. Annette has done it. I don't have Aura Knuckles for her though. I think I can do that right now though.
Welcome.
If we go blacksmith, forge, steel gauntlets, Aura Knuckles.
Is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
And then let's make him a plus. Aura Knuckles plus.
Is
Yes.
that the one? Thanks a bunch.
She's done it.
Come back soon.
She has done it. Also, while we're here, Battalions Guild, replenish.
Come back.
Okay, Annette. Oh, I'm on. There we go. It's like, why can I not do that? So I want to give the Silver Knuckles over to Ash. And then the Aura Knuckles. Her magic loadout finally complete. It just took her to level 40 to do it. Mercedes mastered Holy Knight, so now she's on to Dark Knight. Of course, I threw in Felix. Finally passed Dark Knight after getting another horse rank, so he had 70% chance to pass it. I believe that's it. Cyril still's not past Dark Mage, so, you know, he's at 70% too, but yeah. Okay. Units, let's swap back over to Flame. Okay, and Dorothea, I've been doing this. Dorothea, I don't know what either of their deals are, why their A supports are so incredibly difficult to get, but they refused to unlock it, and I don't understand. The next exploration, I'm going to drown them both in flowers. I'm going to shove them down their throats until they give me that A support. Because I'm sick of it, man. I'm sick of it. I've had them as adjutants for 15 episodes or so now? I don't know, a long time. A lot of battles. And still nothing. Whatever. Okay. So Conan Tower, what is this? Fruit of Life, what is that? HP +1, okay. So that's the stat booster here. Of course, Boolean. All right.
I'm your girl.
Annette. Oh, you don't need the knowledge gem anymore. Equip your March Ring. And then...
What's the plan?
We're gonna shove with Sylvain. I want to see the Aura Knuckles in action. I've never even seen them, like, used at all. It's time! Oh! They look fancy! I was kind of expecting some sort of particle effect to go on, too. But those are fancy. Okay. Alright. Nice. You have 40 uses, which is nice, too.
I am prepared.
I don't, now that everyone has finally reached their goals, now we can just chill, honestly. There's not a whole lot for us to do now. So I don't have to
What's my strategy?
use a shitload of time. Movement, man. I think it might give Deddie boots. I think the only thing we're waiting on really is Alert Stance Plus for Deddie, and then I would like it on Dimitri, but Dimitri doesn't want to participate with the rest of the class. So I don't know when he will resume his flight training. But
At your service.
eventually, I suppose,
Ready when
right?
you are.
You know, we could probably abuse the fact that we're chilling up here. Yeah. What is your speed, Mercedes? 25? Damn. She does not, I mean, I know it's the War Master or Grappler or whatever, but almost everything I try to look at in terms of damaging with Mercedes, she just doesn't double.
I can feel it in my...
Alright, Seteth. I don't know, oh, I didn't mess with adjutants whatsoever. It's whatever, you have Seteth. Dorothy is here, that's all I care about. Caspar should be somewhere too, I think. Yeah, on Dimitri. So move down in here. Nah, I'll save the retribution buff. Picked up an iron axe somewhere. You know what? We don't have any iron axe built up, or axe rank built up on Byleth whatsoever. So, thinking for the future, I would like to do like an armored Byleth at some point. An axe would complement that. Oh, that's an armor. I was like, why is that so little damage? I mean, it's still pretty small damage for having 35 strength. And we have lethality. We might just die anyway. Nope, okay. And then I can Thoron. Let's run Flame down.
I'd be honored.
I can Deadeye this dude. 70 crit.
In the name of justice.
It was
Hell
the
yeah.
only way.
Okay. Ash is finally like,
Looking
it took
good.
him all the way to War Master to actually be reliable, because now he has 31 strength, 33 speed. Like, he always had the speed, pretty much always had the dex, but he didn't have the damage for the majority of the time.
I'll cut you down.
Let's go, Felix. Oh, I love how you look as a Dark Knight.
One to remember.
It's so good.
Impressive.
All right, and then Ingrid. Okay, dodging one is helpful. There we go. Damage and doubling in return. Abraxas is heavy. Shame on you. I mean, we have actual speed, so either way. There we go. Lethality.
More proof of my loyalty.
How are we doing on bow rank, by the way? Oh, we're down at C. Okay, B. I would like to hit A sword pretty quickly, but it's gonna take, since goal-wise he's only pumping flying to get that alert stance plus. I mean, he has regular alert stance. I don't know. I think he's at B, maybe B plus flying. We can double this dude. Ragnarok heavy.
Let's keep
Goodbye.
our guard up.
All right. Down in here. Felix. Hit him with a thunder. You know what? Hit him with a Nosferatu. There we go.
It was meant to be.
I just realized well, okay, more
Stronger,
speed. I
faster.
appreciate that. Very much so. Nosferatu is one of the heavier tomes, I believe. Yeah, 8 weight. Low health Felix, being able to one-shot something with Nosferatu would pretty much, no matter what enemy it is going to heal him to full. Because I would assume the Nosferatu heal would stack with the Life Taker heal. So he would just get ridiculous amounts of HP back. I love it. Let's fly out over here. Hey, let's use Iron Axe. Why not? Oh, lethality. Okay, well, I don't know if that makes...
It won't be in vain.
Gives us less axe experience because it's not double swing. I don't actually know if that works that way. You know, it's just like one of those things in my head that even if it doesn't work that way, I want to do it. Okay, stairs. Let's get down here. Oh, you have Lewin equipped. Every time I see Dimitri's weapon, I read it as bread bar. Like that's how I remember it, and it's close to bread bar, but not. Arid bar. It's bread bar, but like -1 on the B. I'll take this dude down. We don't even. Oh, we just have to hit it. There we go. Don't need the crit.
I won't falter.
All right.
See you in the eternal flames.
God. I love him. He's so good. He's just so good. Yeah, only having 5 movement as a sword master is really weird. I think we're gonna give him a bunch of boots. We've been stockpiling some boots. I think we have 3.
I don't expect forgiveness.
Well, let's, okay. Come up here. Convoy. Let's see. Shoes of the Wind. We can give +3, but we have 2 actual items for it. Okay. Probably give him the +2. Iron Axe. Okay, a crit wouldn't kill. We have to get lethality to kill.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Oh, we do get a crit, so I mean that's fun. 3 times. God, the crits from flyers are insane in this game. I love it.
I'm stronger than before.
All right.
I'm
E
getting
plus axe. None of the back has started moving yet. I think. Well, Deddie and Mercedes are gonna be in a shitty position anyway. I wanted to get a movement,
could turn the tides.
a stride gambit going. I suppose, let's see. Over here. 'Cause they're still not moving after me. No. And okay. They're moving finally. I believe, let me just double check this shape. If I gambit from here on Flame. No. So gambit from here. We're down the steps, so I'm fine with Mercedes not getting. Don't rally, Gambit. There we go.
Wasted effort.
All right. Get everyone up here. There we go. Yes! I missed that line so much.
Keep it up.
It's so angry now too. It wasn't that angry before. It was the same line. But man. Bop and bop. No lethality. No crit. There's a lethality.
It's my duty.
Oh wait, is there another set of stairs? Oh god damn it. Well, we can still get down the steps. Steel sword? Killing edge? Uh-huh. Okay, flame. Up there. Sylvain should be able to fire, yes.
You knew the odds.
Okay, Mercedes, or Ingrid rather. Pretty move Mercedes. Okay. Well, hopefully the boss moves, like the boss cluster. Nope, okay. Well, I'm glad to finally do this one, even if it's kind of just as annoying as it is in the story. Because you gotta walk around the spiral. Because they don't move after you fast enough. So it becomes just a walking simulator. Come on. All right. Dorothea. I'm gonna kill another thing for more Dorothea's support.
All this power.
She's all the way up to 34.
Nice.
Come on now. Let's see. Deddie, shove. Can only get you with a bow. Alright. Lethality, that's fine. So let's see. Felix, we'll kill with a sword. Now that he's finally where I've wanted him to be, he can start working on sword again. And last one, Ingrid. Probably can't kill, I mean, no crit. We'll give it to Ash then. Bop and bop.
It was the only way.
Okay. Well, we've seen all the auxiliary maps, finally. I don't know when the next DLC is gonna drop, or if they... I don't remember what they said. I know there's a story DLC as the final one, but maybe they'll drop more auxiliary maps. Probably not before we're done with the Blue Lions. Maybe during Black Eagles? I don't know. I think they said winter for the next one. I can't remember. I would have to go look. Do I mean, one more point. Should I? Probably. Do I want to? No. I think I'm good. I think the only thing is like supports. And again, sure we can go in here and look. And what do you know? Nothing. Yeah, I'm good. Let's get back to the monastery and roll the dice on Cyril one more time, and then we'll get all of the supports knocked out for Dedu. Okay, so Cyril. It's a 70%. Just do it. There you go. So many people wasting all these seals, man. All right, we're gonna have to use him as an adjutant from here on to, you know what, just so I don't forget about this part. Cyril, knowledge gem we'll take from you because you don't need it anymore. Just to speed up the process of him getting Poison Strike. And if there's enough time in the game, there probably is, to get him to just max out Dark Mage as a adjutant and maybe get Dark Bishop later. If we get another Dark Seal, which we should, that one might be a little harder to like max out to get him Life Taker. But both could be real cool to have for New Game Plus options. So, all right. Let's dig in. We're gonna do everything that's not Dedu first, which I think is just Dorothea. Lauren's, yeah. So I didn't realize we never got the B support with Mercedes. I thought we did, but clearly not. We just unlocked it, and then I was able to get a support between him and Dorothea. Well, I feel like we might not be able to finish this support. We'll try, but we'll at least start it, hopefully get to B. But let's do Mercedes B.
Mercedes, I have to insist that you take up a position behind me on the battlefield. I must protect the common folk, and you have been in danger rather frequently of late.
I appreciate your concern, but I can take care of myself. Everything is about nobility and common folk with you, Lawrence. It's tiresome.
Tiresome? I am only fulfilling my duty.
Is that to say you would have left me lying on the floor in pain, had it not been your duty to assist?
You mean when you were hurt on my account? I still would have assisted you, as any commoner would have. It is simply a matter of perspective. And if I were common-born, I would not have simply let you leave without... Never mind. Forgive me.
Excuse me? Are you implying that you would have taken advantage of me if you were lowborn?
Jesus.
What? No! And I am no longer interested in the hypothetical nature of this conversation.
Oh, Lawrence, you'll never change.
What do you mean?
I find myself growing irritated just looking at you.
Is that so? I fail to see exactly how I am so irritating.
You claim that you don't want to be involved with common women, don't you? But I know deep in your heart you love being around us. You're willfully ignorant to that. I hope you know what you're depriving yourself of.
I am certain I've told you before that my marriage must be beneficial to House Gloucester. I've not the time for fruitless courtship.
Fruitless? How can you say such things? What would happen if you fell in love with a commoner?
Nothing at all. I accept the role that I must play, and any sacrifice that must accompany it.
So, your duty as a noble is more important than your own feelings?
Naturally.
If that's true, then your whole existence is rather sad.
I am afraid you misunderstand. This is my choice. There is no cause for pity.
I think I've heard enough. I have to go.
God damn. Mercedes not having any of it. I love that. And then Lawrence and Dorothea C.
Ah, Dorothea. Your beauty puts even the most pristine flower to shame.
Ah, Lawrence. As silver-tongued as ever.
Oh, not at all. I must bid you good day.
I see the rumors are true. What a shame.
Rumors? About me? Whatever do you mean?
Why, that you're always ready to flirt, unless she's a commoner. Then you'll bid her good day as quickly as possible. Like you did with me just now. Are we so unpleasant to speak to, us commoners?
That is a rather pointed question, but I do happen to have an answer for you. As the heir to House Gloucester, I am in search of a bride of suitable social status. I seek to build upon the honor of my house, and to do that, I require a noble wife.
I'd
think you could find plenty of suitable women, even among the masses.
Do not be so certain. A lady who marries me must be prepared to enter noble society, whether she wishes to or not. It is a complex web of etiquette and expectation, not a world one could easily step into without the proper upbringing. What's more, House Gloucester would hardly see much benefit were I to join myself to the household of a commoner.
Oh, I can imagine. Well, I suppose that means any friendship between you and I is doomed as well.
Isn't that a rather excessive conclusion?
You want someone to birth your house's next generation. I want someone to share my life with. I'm not even an option in your eyes, and you're hardly viable in mine. However, we're all friends here, aren't we? So I suppose politeness at the very least is in order.
Oh, the sass, the passive. Oh. Okay, both Mercedes and Dorothea supports with Lawrence are pretty wild. I like it. Dorothea ended up getting a B support with Caspar, so we'll do that.
Hey Dorothea, something's been bothering me. I kind of feel like you act more casually around me than you do with other people.
Casually? I don't know what you mean.
I just feel like you're always asking me to do things that might make other people uncomfortable. Like when you asked me to clean your room. You're not very flirty toward me like you are with the other guys. You seem weirdly comfortable around me.
You pay more attention than I would have thought. Hey, are you interested in me? You know, interested.
What? No, it just seemed weird, and I was curious.
I'm kidding. It's true that I do find you quite a convenient little helper at times. It's like you're... how to put it? You're like a little brother to me.
Ugh, really? That's not exactly a compliment.
No, but it's true. And now that I've thought about it, I like the whole idea. Why don't you try calling me Big Sis and see how it feels?
No, that's not gonna happen.
Why not?
I'm embarrassed just thinking about it.
Oh, come on. It's just a goof. You can manage it at least once, can't you? Please? Oh, I know. If you do it, I'll stop using you for my chores. How's that sound?
That's an enticing offer. Fine. Once. Big sis.
Well done, Caspar. You're such a cute little boy. I'm proud to have you as a sibling.
Oh my god.
I'm not cute, and I'm not little. How would you feel if I made you call me Big Bro?
Oh? Well, I wouldn't mind that at all. Big Bro.
Jeez.
Is something wrong, Big Bro?
Oh, this is the worst.
Okay, that was great. Who does Sedith have one with? Oh, Ingrid got the A support, okay. And then I believe everything else is Dedu.
Still contemplating, I see.
Without so much as a word, you've read me through and through. Since last we spoke, I've been thinking a lot about my future. How I want to spend my life. It's a lot to think about, and I haven't entirely sorted out where I'm going. I think I need more time to grow.
On the contrary, you have given this honest and sincere thought. I am quite impressed, actually.
You're impressed with me?
Worry about the future is not unique to youth. It is human nature. At the risk of being overbearing, might I offer you one more piece of advice?
Of course.
Have you considered what your life would be like had you not been born with a crest? Do you suppose that you would have been ordinary? Insignificant? I do not think so. Even without a crest, such a promising young lady as yourself would have a bright future ahead of her.
Sedith, I
am not typically inclined to flattery, so I hope you will take my words to heart. Have faith in yourself. If you trade that faith for a misplaced pride in your crest, I will have to reassess your character.
I've no intention of doing such a thing. It will take me time and experience, but I will find my path and walk it proudly.
I am glad to hear it, Ingrid.
Okay, there's one more between that. It was a pretty short A support, but I really like Seteth. Okay. It's time. Let's do Gilbert first, because it's a new one, and then we'll finish everything else.
Ah, hello. Deddie, yes?
Finished praying?
I am, yes. You have grown much since I saw you last. You're a man now.
You barely know me.
True. I suppose we did only meet a handful of times.
As haggard as you look now, you were even worse when I last saw you in the capital.
Haggard, eh? True enough.
Still weighed down by the same regret, I see.
I was unable to protect the king. That is the ultimate failure. One I must atone for.
If you have the spare time to beg forgiveness, then pick up a lance and train.
That would do nothing to atone for the dead.
Your prayers are mere self-indulgence.
You do not understand.
No, I do not. Fargus needed you. His Highness needed you.
There was no other choice but for me to leave. What would you have done if you were in my place? If His Highness had died due to your failures?
If he commanded me to live, then I would live. Otherwise, I would die with him. I have nothing left to lose other than His Highness. Home, family, all but that man I have already lost. You were a knight in service to the king for decades. Not only did you excel in bravery, wisdom, and tactics, but in matters of character, you were an ideal knight, utterly above reproach. That is what His Highness has always said. I have only come this far by modeling my conduct after his stories of you. But now...
Forget those words spoken by His Highness. I am no different a man than I was before, beaten down by sin, alone and weak. I am lost and irredeemable.
Okay. That was so hostile, but like in that one. But I like it. All right. I don't know if we have a specific. Well, this is the only one that's a B, and it started really nastily. So let's see how it finishes.
Hey, wait.
What is it?
You defended me in battle. Why?
His Highness does not wish for our military strength to be depleted. The loss of your strength would be significant.
You are a colossal idiot. One slip-up and you would have died. You think you would have been happy about that?
No, I do not.
Then why protect me? I thought you were his mindless weapon, his sword and shield.
I heard about your brother. He was at Duscur. He died to protect His Highness.
He did, but I don't see what that has to do with anything. Are you repaying some kind of debt? I hope you're not going to praise his death. I hear enough of that from my old man.
I will not praise it then. Instead, I will say I would have done the same in his position. Is it really so unnatural to put one's life on the line to protect a brother in arms?
To hear a rabid dog call me a brother in arms.
Your insults are merely an attempt to avoid addressing me as what I am. I am a man of Duscur, yet you were concerned for my life.
Concerned is a strong word. Your death would have been unpleasant, that's all.
Coming from you, that is enough.
Everyone sees right through him. I love it.
What's that supposed to mean? I just meant... Never mind. Okay, go ahead, protect me. But if you act like a fool and get yourself killed, I'll kill you.
How can you kill me if I am already dead?
You know what I meant.
Oh, that was good. Okay. Ash.
You're quite late getting back.
The scouting mission didn't go well. I was so busy, I didn't even have time to eat.
I thought that might be the case. Gilbert was exhausted too. Glad you made it. I saved some food for you.
Oh, thanks. I'm starving. Your cooking's fantastic, as always. The spices were a nice touch. I can really taste the Duscur inspiration. You remembered that I wanted to try more Duscur cuisine, didn't you?
Yes. How is it?
Amazing. You're a much better chef than I am.
Your cooking is not bad at all.
Thanks. My father would be glad to hear it.
Is he the one who taught you?
Not exactly. I learned from watching him work the kitchen in his restaurant. And what about you? I think you said that you and your sister helped with the cooking at home.
Yes. I learned by watching my mother. Nothing remains of Duscur. The towns, the people, the culture. All of it was put to the torch. My mother and sister are gone. Yet that simple memory of them standing together in the kitchen is so clear, so real.
So in a way, you put those memories into this meal.
Yes. Through me, they are able to live on.
I like that way of thinking. The church may not like my feelings on this, but in Fódlan, when people die, they pass on to be with the goddess, right?
I suppose.
That seems so far away. I'd rather they stayed here. My parents, my brother, Lanato, maybe they can all live on through me, too.
As long as you think of them, they will.
Dedue, your cooking is delicious. It really is.
Careful, or you will oversalt it.
That's all right. Thank you, Dedue.
I like how that's like, don't cry in the food. You'll get it. It'll be too salty.
Eat as much as you'd like.
That was a sweet one. All right. Mercedes.
Oh, Dedue! Are you praying to the goddess of Fódlan? That seems odd. Won't the Duscur gods be upset if they hear you praying to another land's deity?
The Fódlan goddess was recognized in Duscur, too. The deities of foreigners are seen as the protectors of their respective lands. It has been said that we would offer our prayers to her in times of war.
Huh. So the goddess is part of a pantheon. I guess that's one way to interpret it. Anyway, what are you praying for?
For peace to come even one day sooner.
That's a lovely prayer. I was just thinking about praying for that myself.
I see.
Hey, Dedue, what are your plans for yourself once this war is finally over?
To serve His Highness for the rest of my days.
I thought you might say that.
And you?
That's a good question. I was thinking about traveling to Duscur.
To Duscur? There is nothing of interest left there.
Isn't it where you were born? And isn't it where your wonderful food and stories come from? I think those are reasons enough to visit at least once.
Mercedes, if you will allow it, I would like to accompany you. His Highness would surely grant me leave to go.
You really think so? Then I hope the war ends as soon as possible.
As do I.
We're going to have to shower the goddess with prayers. We'll pray that she watches over and protects us while we work to end this war. Then, when it's finally finished, we can travel.
That promises to be interesting. We should pray to the Duscur gods as well.
Yes, that's a brilliant idea. Which of the Duscur gods should we pray to?
For victory, we pray to the god of war. Or just the god of war.
Come on, what were you going to say? Oh, I know. It's the god of travel, right?
Yeah, the real estate agent god and tourism.
Let us leave it at that.
I knew I was right. You taught me so much about your gods. So let's pray for the end of the war and for our safe travels to Duscur.
Okay. That was a really cool one. Learning both more about, the religion of Fódlan, which we see in a lot of different places, but the religion of Duscur and the differences and similarities. I liked it. That was a cool one. I don't remember what Flame's was. I know Ingrid's was all about racism and her being racist against him. Let's do that, and then the two Smalls afterwards.
Dedue? Are you okay? You look unwell.
Ingrid, is my face frightening?
What? I mean, sort of? Or not exactly. I wouldn't use the word frightening. Aggressive, maybe? But it's really nothing to worry about. Why? Did someone say something cruel?
I made a village child cry.
No!
Oh, I see. Let me guess. You feel like you look frightening, so you walked around with a smile glued to your face.
How did you know?
I'm starting to understand how you think. The thing is, forced smiles never work well. They usually just end up making a person look creepy and insincere.
I see. Duly noted.
To be honest, when we first met, I was pretty intimidated by you. Not because of a smile, but a lack of any emotion whatsoever. And you so rarely spoke. I had no idea what to make of you. But that's only because I wasn't making an effort to get to know you, because you were from Dusker. As I started to get to know you, to understand your personality, I realized what a fool I'd been.
Personality?
You may come off intimidating, but underneath that cool exterior is a kind, loyal, and noble person. A really wonderful person. In a certain regard, you are one of the knightliest people I know. What is it?
Wonderful person. This is the first time anyone has ever said a thing like that to me. It is rather awkward.
It's only awkward if you make it awkward. Which it kind of is, now. Ugh.
Well, let me know if you need anything.
Yes, of course. Same to you, Deddie.
Okay. That was like very similar to the support between Hilda and Cyril. Of the like, not all, you know, hashtag not all insert race here. Like, get to know individuals. Don't have preconceived notions based on, you know, generalizations. Let's do Flane and then we'll do Annette last.
Hello there, Deddie. I just want to say that I am really terribly sorry.
For what?
I tried to cook on my own. It was an absolute disaster.
Oh, yeah, she got tired of just, you know, Deddie going over the basics. She's like, no, I'm gonna cook. And, clearly, it didn't go well.
Adding that seasoning. Adding all that seasoning. What a mistake.
Mistakes happen.
But Chef, that is, Deddie, I defied your instructions. Quite blatantly, I might add. I tried to cook before I had gained mastery over the tools. I have been a terrible student. Are you going to stop teaching me now?
Is that what you want?
Not in the slightest. I desperately want to learn from you.
As you were then.
Truly?
You have not disappointed me. The food itself tasted awful, of course, but there was more to it than that. I could feel the thought you put into it, the wish to please others, to be faithful to what you've learned.
You actually ate the food I made?
I did. The ingredients were chopped to perfection. You also seem to have learned how to handle fish without my instruction.
I learned by watching you.
You have talent. One day you will surpass me.
I was certain you would be angry with me. It is decided then. Someday, you will exclaim that something I made is delicious. I do not quite know how many years it will take, but I am willing to rise to the challenge. Please help me get there.
I will. However long it takes. I look forward to it. Now, your next lesson will consist of the selection and seasoning of ingredients.
Of course, Chef. Deddie, rather.
Call me whatever you want.
Oh, this is so exciting. Let me see. Chef Deddie, Master Chef Duda, oh, Supreme Chef Deddie-pie.
Whoa! Whoa! What?
I suppose I've already committed.
Oh, I know! Chef Deddles!
I love Flane so much. Flane and Deddie and just everything. Oh my god.
I'm sorry. So sorry.
What is it, Annette?
I completely forgot that it's my turn for kitchen duty today. Huh? Did you do all the kitchen prep already?
Kitchen duty is mine today.
What? But, oh, did I get the day wrong?
Yes, yours is tomorrow.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Wow, I really am something else.
These things happen. Is something funny?
Oh, no. I was just happy. So, you probably already know this, but my uncle is really strict. He wanted me to be perfect at cooking, studying, cleaning, washing, everything really. He said if I wasn't perfect, as a knight's daughter, I'd be devaluing my crest. Whenever I messed up, he looked so mad. And he'd sigh like he just lost his faith in humanity.
That is harsh.
Oh, I know he loved me and all. He was just kind of scary. But you've helped me out and been patient with me without getting mad. I'm just so happy. Thank you, Deddie.
I have hardly done anything.
You know what? You remind me of my father.
Of Gilbert.
You look scary at first glance, but you're actually really kind.
Is that so?
Oh, right. Let me help you with something, if that's okay with you. What are you cooking today? Hopefully I can chip in.
It is a meat dish from Fargus.
I'm still a complete klutz, so I'm not gonna be in the way, am I?
Not at all. I was hoping that the food I made would bring a smile to your face.
Oh, wow. That's... Well then, I can't wait for dinner time.
Good.
All these supports. I love them so much. And the only one, you know, we need... Well, Shamir's needs to open, and then we have to finish it. Do the last bit of Gilbert's. And then, of course, we're still waiting on all of Dimitri to open. All right. That is going to be it for us today. Thank you all for watching. I'm so happy he's here. Oh, just a nice Deddie episode. It's so good. I don't know what, I'm still kind of conflicted because I feel like for this episode I should put Deddie in the thumbnail. But also his existence is, I mean, I'm slow at playing the game. I'm trying to think the happy medium. I don't know what I'll do for the thumbnail. Like, you guys would have clicked it, so you already know. I don't know, but either way, Deddie episode, love it. Thank you all, very much appreciated. See you guys next time. Bye.